Good morning, everybody. So we are going to start this morning. This is our Monday morning workout. And a lot of people have been sitting, a lot of tight shoulders and backs, a lot of good puzzles and that kind of stuff. It's great, busy activity. But I've heard a lot of hips, knee pain, shoulder, mid-back pain, and that kind of thing. So we're going to try to resolve that a little bit. And so we'll be doing some mobility work to start and allowing the body to kind of get into a place of a little bit more ease maybe as they move. And I'm going to encourage you to kind of utilize this mobility maybe through the day and through the week. And then we're going to get into some kind of glute focused work so you can kind of re-strengthen the glutes. And most of the stuff will be done in reps of 5. The only thing that won't be reps of 5 will be the speed skaters. And then we'll go probably about 5 rounds of it. And of course, everything can be loaded up. Everything can be extended out. Everything can be slower. So if you want to go slower, go slower. After you've watched this once, you can do it again and go it a little bit slower. So let's just start down on the mat and get into just kind of a comfortable position, because we're going to start with some breathing. And we're going to do about a minute or so of breathing. Once again, is always kind of interesting on a video. But really kind of connect into the breath I want you to do. And so we're going to start with just some even pattern breathing, tongue at the roof of the mouth and mouth closed. And I want you to think of breathing for the count of 5 and then exhaling for about 5 as well. Your eyes can be open or shut. It doesn't particularly matter there, but you want to try to focus in and just kind of relax kind of what's going on in your head. If this is early morning that you're joining or later in the afternoon, there's different propensities for different types of stresses and struggles to come up throughout the day. And whether it's with the kids or just outside, or you're just feeling nervous or anxious or anything like that. So nice, long, deep breathing. Inhale for the count of 5. Feel the width of the rib cage expand. And then restore. And now I want you to just breathe in for about the count of 5. And then I want you to exhale as best you can for the count of 10. Again, inhaling and exhaling for 10. Takes a little bit more focus, but it keeps you focused. When you're breathing for 5, exhaling for 5, you can just kind of get into a rhythm. Breathing for 5 and then breathing for 10 makes you kind of really consider where the breath is moving from and into, and then how much breath you're taking in that count of 5. This 5-10 breath kind of was inspired to me by a gal named Kathy Dooley. And anyways, she is doing this kind of breathing. It just kind of helps. She did it for an hour and a half the other day. And I don't mean to say that to be this like, you got to do this for an hour and a half, but just think about how long you can do something that's simple, but yet very connected. A couple more breaths. Try to keep that 5-10 pace. And then let's shift into a knees rocking. So remember, knees rocking can be done with your feet flat or your feet curled under, or in a different organization than that. So like one foot can be flat, one foot can be tucked. But the idea is that you're trying to find that nice, easy range of motion, not go forward too far of your range of motion. That's not there for you. There should be no pain in this movement. Right now, I'm just alternating every couple of times my right toe curled under, then my left toe curled under, just because that's what I want to do. So if you want to do something different, that's totally fine. The camera's a little blurry today for some reason. Just keep alternating those feet. Now we're going to go circles, so toes curled under if you want again, and then circle around. So this circle movement gets into that rotational pattern of the joints, kind of puts us in a different type of rotation as well. Our eyes have to see things a little bit differently. Change your focus. You can look down. You can look with the rotation. You might need to go a little slower. Get that neck, those eyes moving. And then go the other direction. When you get to a point, you can flatten out your feet if you want to. You can keep them still curled under. Feel that press back into the hip, forward to the shoulder, kind of inside and outside of the shoulder and the hip. 1 or 2 more times. And then we're going to move that right leg first. So I'm going to take the right leg out away from your midline of your body, and you're going to do a knees rocking just with your right leg sticking out. This kind of gets deeper into that hip crease. The other leg has to do some work as well. You may feel like you're dipping into that left glute. Try to keep nice and level in the back. If you need to change, you can be on your forearms, kind of a commando position if you need to. You can also be up on your fists. And then let's bring that right leg in and take the left leg out. Shift back, shift forward. This feels brilliant in the inner thigh. Nice and long in the back. Keep the head and chest up. Again, you can look back as you rock back. Look forward. Look back as you rock back. Look forward. And get the eyes, head, and neck moving. And then let's come back. And then we're going to do thoracic rotation. So just reach that left hand through and take your left hand up. Reach through and lift up. You can keep your head at the same height the entire time, or you can lower. The other option is how much do you lift up behind you? So reaching up, palm is up. Remember, you're not just flinging your hand up. You're unfurling your hand. So reach, elbow pulls up, eyes look up, hand reaches, look down, reach through. And then switch to the other hand. Reach through, reach up. This side seems a little bit rotationally tighter than the other side did. Think about reaching up high, like you could take your hand around your shoulder blade. Or reach through, like you're touching the back side or the other side of your mat. 2 more. And then we're going to do some side crawling, everybody's favorite. But that side crawling really can help open up the hips because you're working the side pattern of the body. You're not just working the forward, you're letting the brain move sideways, which changes things in general. So eyes forward, head forward, chest forward. Feet can be flat or toes can be curled under. And again, you don't have to take too big of a step, and your knees can be off the ground if you want, but being that this is kind of our mobility warm-up, and we'll do it again basically as kind of our settling. 2, 1 or 2 more times each side. Again, you're really still working with that mouth closed, tongue against the roof of your mouth. And then come all the way back to center. Good, rock back into your toes. Go ahead and stand up, and we'll do some cross crawls. Just bringing that body back upright. Thinking tall. Again, look up with your eyes, with your chin if you'd like. Look to the left. Look center, look to the right. Back to center. Look down, don't look them in the eye. Look down. Good. So hopefully your joints are all got some good motion. Not quite sure why this is. Let's see if that cleared things up. I think I might have touched it with my buttery fingers. No, I didn't eat anything this morning, actually. All right, so we're going to get a band on, and you're gonna put it above the knees if you can. And so I have a thicker band, and then I have the yellow band. You can use either. Put that band above the knees, and then you're gonna put your shoulders on a chair. You can do this on the ground as well. I thought it might be easier for you to see me on the chair. It's basically a shoulder bridge. It is a shoulder bridge. So you're gonna shimmy off the chair, and then you just gotta find that spot on the chair where your shoulders have some space, and then you're gonna drop your hips down. With your legs, you wanna keep your feet slightly closer than your knees. And depending on the tension of your chair behind you, you may end up putting your mat on the chair the next round. We're gonna do 3 more, 2 more, and then we're gonna hold for 5. So you're gonna lift those hips up and hold, squeeze those glutes, pull those knees apart from each other. You can feel the feet even wanting to spin slightly. Do 3, pull those knees apart, 4, and 5. Good. So your knees are gonna hurt, your butt's gonna drop down, you're gonna come off, and then we're gonna go into side steps. So just come up with the band still on. You can move it down to your ankles if you want, or you can keep the band at your knees. It's up to you. And we're gonna do 5 side steps each way. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we'll go back to the other side. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one on this side. 5, 4, 3. Stay low. Keep the abdomen nice and tight. So you're not just rounding the back. Keep that chest up. And notice if the knees are banging towards each other, or if you can keep those feet parallel. Feel those glutes. This is our 3rd pass. We've got 2 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've got 1 more pass. So 5 passes of 5 by 5. Those glutes are showing up now. And then we're going to keep the band on the legs just for ease. If you want to take it off, you can. So you're going to be into hand to shoulder. Now, of course, hand to shoulder, the purpose of the band still being on the knees is just to get the glutes to show up, and nice, slow hand to shoulder. Now, if you had a sandbell or a sandbag, you could pull a sandbell or a sandbag instead. You can also go hand to hand for a modification, and you can upgrade to your toes as well. 1 more each side, 5 and 5, and then knees down. So the last one with the band on, take the band to your feet, put it across your arches. I'm going to switch bands here because I think that heavy blue band is going to be just too much. And we'll do a banded bird dog. So feet are in the bands right at your arches. Make sure that the heels aren't falling in, and then press out as you reach out 5 by 5. Keep the knees down as best you can so you're not letting your knee turn out. Press out, reach out. Make sure that you're not leaning in or you're going to end up tipping over. This is 4, 4, 5, 5. Good. And then the last one, just take the band off. And I'm going to use my bands as a marker. We'll see if that works. And we're going to do speed skaters, back and forth. So standing speed skaters. We're going to do 10 by 10. So just jump from one foot to the other foot. Work those legs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. We got through a whole round. Nice job. Fantastic. I'm going to get a sip of water real quick here. With my gigantic water bottle. Sorry, went out of screen. Should have had my water ready. And send me a comment or two if you want. Make them nice. You can share these videos with a friend. Whatever you'd like to do. So let's come back together again, and we're going to start right in with that glute bridge. So if you want more cushioning, grab some cushioning for your chair. Put that band around the thighs, back in there again. Shift yourself over, hips up, hands behind your head, and then drop those hips. We're only doing 5. 2, all the way up and hold. 3, pull those knees apart, bring the feet slightly together. 4, on the 5th one we hold for the count of 5. Pull those knees apart. 4, 3, 2, and down. Good. Come all the way down, all the way back up. Keep the band on the legs, side steps. Start at the edge so we can go nice easy 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, tighten up those abs. 3, sit back into your heels. And 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. Think of those glutes, kind of a little bit burning at this point. But see if you can sit back. See if you can take the attention out of that area a little bit. Maybe into your core a little bit. 3. And then again, this is 4. Good, and this is 5. Good, so keep that head and chest up. Keep yourself breathing. Challenge yourself to breathe through that nose with your mouth closed. There's our 5. And then we're going to go to our hand to shoulder. So walk right back out onto your mat. Come into your hand to shoulder. If you want to do a full plank, do a full plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, each side. Knees down. Move the band to your feet. I'm going to try it with this big blue band. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll see. Reach out. That's pretty stiff. Reach out. Reach out. 3. Breathing. Work your ranges through the knee, through the ankle, and then back up to speed skater. And we'll do 10 by 10. Starting at the one side, jumping to where you've put a mark, so you're nice and consistent with that jump. 4, let your arms swing across your body so you have good range. Use the upper body as well. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. 2 down, 3 to go. Get a sip if you want. Make sure those sips are kind of small. Sometimes in the morning, especially, body's not ready for a lot. Grab that band. Band around the knees. Good, nice, Gail. So I'm watching this with Gail right now. She's doing this with me with Messenger. Hips are nice and high. So we've got 5, 4, I'm a little behind Gail, 3, 2, and last one, hold for 5. Pull those knees apart. 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Drop those hips. Go ahead and stand all the way up. Knees are bent. Head and chest is forward. Think about where your weight is. Let it not be on your toes so much. Try to find balance. 5 to the right. 3, 4, 5, and 5 to the left. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5, 3, 2, and out. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going on a screen. 5, 4, 3, 2. One more time, there and back. 4 and 5. Go back. Glutes are now on fire. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Down on those hands and knees, or hands and toes, for hand to shoulder. Knees up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last ones. Knees down. Band moves. I'm going to put that yellow one back on. On the arches, so the body's kind of pressing through, and then find that position that's nice and even for you. Tuck those elbows in, keep the anchored arm connected to the body. And again, 5 and 5. Speed skaters. You could keep the band on for speed skaters if you wanted. It is a little more challenging though. Got my marks there. Move my chair a little bit out of the way. And then speed skaters. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last ones. Good, come back to center. All right, back to the top. Band around the knees. Shimmy down. You can also put weight on your lap if you wanted to for some more load. Maybe a dog or a kid. Lift up hips, pull. Feet are slightly wider than your knees. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3. Pull those knees, pull those knees. Last time, pull those knees. Drop the hips in. Come on down. Hand to shoulder. Knees down if you want. Hand to shoulder. Pull those knees apart still. Feel it all the way up into your core. 5, 5, and then band to feet. I'm sorry, oh what? Side step. You're right, I did. We'll go back to side steps. Put the band, sorry, that was weird. Sorry guys, Gail's watching me, she's keeping me on task, and we missed side steps, so we'll go back to side steps. Maybe you already did this. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, and again, this is third. last one, or no, 2 more. Put the yellow band on this time. Quite a bit different than the big blue band. Maybe when it gets all done, I'll buy more of those. They feel a lot better on the thighs. These ones are just a lot more convenient. All right. You know what? Let's go back to hand to shoulder. Why not? Hand to shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last ones. Good. Move that band to your feet. All the way down. Feet go back. And then bird dog. Reach out. Three, 4, and 5. Good. Band off the feet. Make my marks and do my speed skaters. So again, make sure those speed skaters are low. Bring those arms and swing them back. Pull back, kind of like when we do 3/4 skip. Use that arm to stretch the chest, so you're not just swinging your arms or bending your elbows, but you're pulling that elbow back. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 2 more. Last ones. Whoop, got off count on my arms. Good. All right. Last round, and then we're going to go through that whole kind of mobility warm-up. Use it kind of to focus in and then to see where you're at. Because the key is to not just move always for movement's sake. It's to allow your body to move and be challenged different, even when you're doing the same movement again. It's like when you read a book, when you go back and if you read the Bible again, you can see that the word actually can impact you in different types of ways. So the body can impact you in different types of ways. Allow that to happen. Go ahead and sink down. Shoulders back, hands behind the head, feet closer. Drop the hips, lift the hips, squeeze as you come up. Really work the range so you're not just kind of coming up, but you're really finishing. How do you know you're finishing? When you can't squeeze your glutes and you can't lift those hips really any higher without bending in half. You don't need to bend in half or bow the back. 4, 5, hold up, hold 5, 4, 3, keep those hips up, 2, last one, drop the hips down. Don't forget your side steps. That was for me. Think about sinking into your hips, sinking in, flat feet. Watch that the arch isn't rolling in, but the feet are almost stomping. And then back. Hands can be on your hips. They can be up at your chest. If you want them to be behind your head, that's another great way to keep them. Kind of remind you to keep your head and chest up. Don't let those knees cave. The band will fall anyway. Once more, there and back after this one. And 5. Boop. Band comes lower. I'm going to take it down to my ankles. For that hand to shoulder, pull those heels away from each other. Hands down. Chest is forward. Full plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, last ones. Banded bird dog. Get that yellow band on. Just one of my favorite moves because it just feels like you have to slow down on purpose, reach out, but yet when you get to that end point, you kind of know it. Reach out. Three, 4, and 5 by 5. Good. Kick that band off. We've got one more set of speed skaters. Get your marks if you're making marks. My mat has moved all over the place. So we got band to band, bigger jump for me. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, this is 9, and 10. And we are done with that. Nicely done. Feel good? Hopefully it just feels good to move. You can do this again later in the week if you want. We'll have a new workout up on Wednesday. Similar but different. Still want to get those glutes kind of focused in on. And so let's go back to knees rocking, rolling, single rocking, and kind of make sure we focus back in on those glutes, making sure that we're not all tightened up. So I do want you to sit back and go for about 30 seconds of breathing and refine that depth of your breath. Refine how your body kind of settles. Tuck those elbows in. If you want to sit in a different position, you're more than welcome to. My toes are curled under, my head is up. Mostly for the speaker, forearms can be down or hands can be down. Deep breaths into 5. And kind of still the body. And then begin to do your knees rocking. Again, you're not trying to race this. There's no count. So if you want to go longer on one thing than another, please do. Be kind of connected into your body. Be obliged to what your body is kind of asking you, instead of just kind of doing what you feel like needs to get done or you have time for. You might as well miss something else and stay on something if you're running out of whatever your time is, then just try to run through things. And then we'll go circles. So I'm going to start to my right this time. Last time I started to my left. How I can remember that, I don't know. Just do. Roll around. You can check the video. Maybe I didn't. No, turns out. Sometimes I can. Sometimes I can't. Roll. Again, those shoulders should feel nice and just even. You can turn the hands out and change the position of the wrists too. You can even have the hands even turned in. That feels a little bit weird, but weird's okay. Weird is just a different variation. Then we'll go the other direction. My hips are feeling real nice. Gail, how are your hips feeling? Pretty good? Good, I like that. And then we'll stick one leg out. So go ahead and take that one leg out, sink back and come forward. Sink back and come forward. We've done this under the tree before, so you can have that foot in all different positions. Think of the numbers on a clock. So 6 on one side, essentially 5 on one side, 5 on the other side, and then 12 and 6 down the middle. And allow yourself to find those nice positions that maybe you're forgetting about. And then switch and do the other leg. My left side was kind of creaky when we started. A lot more warmed up now. Looking forward, looking back, just changing that head position. Looking up, looking down. Good, and then come back in and we'll do thoracic rotation. So sink back to where you want to go and push the ground down as you bend and straighten the elbow. So pull that elbow high, open that chest. and breathe into this beautiful side wall, taking that opening across the midline of the body. Power happens at the midline, guys. All kinds of greatness happens between the right shoulder and the left hip. One more time. And then switch to do the other side. Again, reach through, pull up. Think as if you have a band that you're actually pulling from, not that you're just flinging through. Pull that hand up. Reach and pull. Two more, reach and pull. And last time, reach and pull. Good. What was our last one? We're gonna do side crawling. Now they should feel real nice in comparison because you've been doing so many side movements. Maybe more connected. You can look into the direction that you're traveling. Try not to just look down. Kind of save that look for some other time, maybe while you're reading. Look up if you can. Look over your shoulder. More that you can change the position of those eyes, the more that the body can really restore itself. Look underneath your shoulder. Once more. Nice. Finishing up that final side crawl, we'll stand up and we'll do cross crawls. Whew, feels good to be up. Feels good to be awake. Just cross crawls. You've got 10. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. We are done. Have a great day, guys. Bring your best in what you're doing. Give those kids a hug and a squeeze. Have a great day, and I'll see you later tonight. I'll be doing another class tonight. If you want to join me, we're going to try to do either a messenger group or a Zoom group. So let me know after you've watched this. I'll send out a text later today or whatever as well. Those are Bent on Fitness. Give me a call, give me a text, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.